Hi and welcome to the Dead Chicken Cooking Channel. This is our Christmas baking edition, and today I am making some coconut jam tarts for you so you can see all the different tarts I make at Christmas. I've already made butter tarts, and I'm sorry but I didn't have someone around that day to help me film, so I couldn't put them on here. Next year I hope to get that one, or maybe after Christmas sometime. When we've eaten all our butter tarts, I'll make some more. Anyways, this is a recipe that I got from my mom a long time ago, and it's very yummy and very Christmassy because it has strawberry and raspberry jam in the tarts. I hope you enjoy. First of all, I'm just going to demonstrate how I make my tart shells. I use this handy canister top because it's just the right size for me, and I just cut them out in circles like that, and then I just fill the tart tins, or the muffin tins, sorry, muffin tins, that's what they're called. So I'll just demonstrate a couple to show you what I do. My camera person really likes raw pastry and he's trying to steal it. Not mentioning any names. So just so you can see how I do this, it's quite tricky. You have to fit it all in. But I like homemade pastry. I don't like buying the tart shells already made in the frozen food section because they're not anywhere near the same. And this is the recipe that I demonstrated for my pastry in an earlier video. So it is just the same pastry that I really use for everything that's pie and tart related. So I'll just do a couple of these so you can see how it's done. And then we'll come back and show you the filling that we're making and how we do that before we put it in the oven. Hi, we're back now. I've rolled out all of the tart shells here. As you can see, I'm making 2 dozen, so this is one of them. And the first thing we're going to do is just mix up the top for this, which is the coconut. It's a mixture of just coconut, a little bit of butter, sugar, and vanilla. So as you can see, I softened the butter already, and I will now add the sugar. So with this recipe, I've kind of gone and done 1.5 times because I'm not sure it will be enough. And I forget from year to year because I only make it for Christmas. So because the recipe calls for 1/2 cup of sugar, I'm going to make that 3/4 of a cup of sugar. Sorry about that noise in the background. That was just me getting another measuring cup because I had the wrong one. So basically I'm just 1.5 timesing the recipe here. Because as I said, I don't remember from year to year. It's the only time I make them is at Christmas. And then it calls for 2 eggs, so that will mean 3 with the 1.5 times. And I have them in a plastic bag because we have so many eggs in our fridge right now that we had to put them in a bag because we couldn't fit another carton in, just to use up the ones that were left. So here's our 3 eggs. Okay. And it calls for 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So that will become 1.5 teaspoons with the 1.5 times. So 1.5. basically. Blend that together, and then we just add the coconut. I'm just going to run and get a spatula to clean the sides of the bowl. Always forget something, don't I? There we go. Now I'm just adding the coconut, and that's all ready.
Which one's the coconut?
This is coconut.
Oh, so we're using the bake and the cup?
Yeah, I had some measured out. I decided to make a little bit more because I didn't want to run out and have to start all over again. It's easier to just kind of toss it out rather than do that. Okay. Now we just mix it with the coconut. Now, because this mixture will settle out again, I'll have to mix it again before I spoon it in. But for now, the next step is to just put some jam in the bottom of these, and I'll show you about how much has to be put in. So, I use raspberry and the strawberry, and I do 1 pan of each. So there's 1 raspberry and 1 strawberry. We'll start off with the raspberry, and you don't need very much jam because this overflows if you have too much. So about approximately 1 teaspoon, as you can see.
Which fills up the bottom.
Just enough to cover the bottom. And then our next step, that hasn't settled yet. Well, I'll give it a little bit. Keep the beater handy in case it settles out. And then I'll just get a tablespoon from the drawer here. I'm looking for a particular one because it's a deep, bold one. There. And just to show you how this is done, we just fill that up to that level and put it over top.
And the oven's ready.
The oven's ready, so I just have to finish doing this, which I'll do off camera. I was just demonstrating a few to show you how it's done. So we'll come back when we take them out of the oven and show you what they look like when they're all baked up. Okay? Yeah, here we are back again now, just showing you the muffin tins that I have filled up here. Just so you know what it looks like and how much you have to put on. You don't want to get it all the way up to the top because they'll overflow as they're baking. So as you can see, I'll do a real close-up. They're about 3/4, 2/3 of the way full. And then when I'm finished, I will show you what they look like when they come out of the oven. Hi, we're back now and we have our tarts all baked here. So I'm just going to take them out of the oven. See, they didn't overflow. I had it just right.
That one's just a little bit boiling. That's okay.
Well, they're pretty hot. You have to let them sit now for probably about 5 to 10 minutes and then remove them from the tins and put them on the cooling racks.
And which one's strawberry and which one's raspberry?
That's really hard to say. Usually the raspberry are darker, so I think these are raspberry and these ones are strawberry. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching today, and this is another Christmas baking session, so we'll be back with some more. I wish you a Merry Christmas, and again, don't forget to like and subscribe for more recipes on Dead Chicken Cooking Channel. Hi, we're doing a 2-part video on tarts. Yesterday we did the coconut jam tarts, and now I'm just going through with the mincemeat tarts, which are relatively simple because I don't make my own mincemeat. But we just roll them out, and then we just put the filling in. And then I cut out little star shapes like that to put on top of the filling.
With this.
And after that, I put a little piece of red and green cherry in the middle of each star to make them look Christmassy. So here we are. We've already done 10 of them, and we're just going to do the rest of them. And when they're all completely filled with mincemeat and the stars on top before we put them in the oven, we'll come back and show you what it looks like.
Okay guys, so I just finished off putting on some stars and cherries. Well, Grandma went to the store. So yeah, here are all of them. So when you put in the mincemeat, has to be about like halfway full. It's like a tablespoon. I'm not totally sure how much you're supposed to put in there, but about halfway full. And so you want these type of cherries. And it's hard to stick on. I recommend like a small knife, table knife or something like that. Or just a tiny pointy end one, just to push them down because they're very sticky. And yeah, I'm going to put them in the oven for about 20 minutes and check on them. They have to be brown and not like shiny how they are right now. They have to be well cooked. Like set a timer for 20 minutes at 350 Fahrenheit. And yeah, just let it cook for 20 minutes and then check on them. And yeah, so I'm gonna put it in, and yeah, see you when we take some out. Yeah, I'm gonna tell Grandma that when she gets back. So yeah, see you when we get back. See you in a sec. Bye.
Hi, we're back here to take our mince tarts out of the oven. They're all cooked now. So I'm just going to do that right now so you can see them in here. You may wonder why I use these really old muffin tins, like I use all old cookie sheets and stuff. It's because I bought all new ones and none of them work near as well as the old ones. The new ones stick and you get everything stuck in them and they won't come out. So I have just kept using these really old muffin tins that are the best muffin tins on the planet. I'm glad I didn't throw them away when I got new ones. Anyways, that's our mince tarts. So that is a little lesson on making two types of tarts. Unfortunately, I didn't get the butter tarts in on it this year. But maybe after Christmas I'll do some more and show you how I do them. Thank you for watching and Merry Christmas. Don't forget to subscribe. Bye for now.
That's satisfying how it bubbles.
That's just filling bubbling. You got to know the secret to putting it in just the right amount so it doesn't overflow, because then it sticks to the pans. Like this one overflowed here.
Which is about halfway, right?
So as soon as they're cool, they'll take them out.